This is a product review. This is what we got. We got the Defiant motion security light, and the code, if you want to know the code or the model number, is a CD-5718, and this is the manual. The manual is actually quite good. It tells you all the parts you kind of need, everything that's included. It has these wire nuts and everything there. And it has a gasket as well. This is kind of working on the premise that you're going to fit it onto a wire into a receptacle box. It shows you the best way to mount it. I've got it mounted this way. This is here. It shows you fitting it into a receptacle box, which I wasn't doing. It shows you how to wire it, shows you the gasket there and how to pull them through. So it's actually quite good. It also tells you at the end to put some silicone sealer, which I did. I put some DAP, and it worked fine. So this is the underside. So you see this here, it's the underside. So here you got the range. This tells you how far to go. If you take the range too far off, it's recommended not to, because what happens, you get more false activations. I must admit, over the past 3 or 4 days, I haven't had any faults in. So yeah, so my setting is quite good, but I've got mine quite close to the garage, which is what I wanted. Here you've got the lamp mode. That's if you want it in normal mode or flash, which I've got it in normal. Here is the on time, where you set it to test mode, 1, 2 and 20 minutes. Sorry, 1, 5 and 20 minutes. Test mode means you put it in test mode and then you walk around during the day and you can work out where to up and down the sensor or whatever it is, okay? Dual brightness, that means if you want to adjust the amount of light that goes out during those bulbs, but I didn't want that, so I've left it at that. And this is the photo cell. It shows you how to set the range up, shows you how to work the perimeter. That's actually quite a good kind of a range. It shows you about adjusting the on-off settings, the dual brightness here, which is, that's the kind of thing that it kind of tells you about. The lamp mode, and there is a manual mode as well, which I never bothered using because it's not something I want to do, but I guess then you can switch it on and off from inside to put it onto manual. I think what happens is on these, you can like put the light switch down and then hold it for a couple of seconds and put it up, and then the light comes on permanently until you switch it off. So it's kind of manual mode. So yeah. So basically I'm going to show you, as I said, this isn't a how-to, it's just a product review for the reasons I said earlier on. I'm going to show you how I put it up. As I said, I put it on the outside of the garage. I ran a cable, I drilled a hole, pulled the cable in through, attached a cable on the inside with wire nuts, ran that through, put a plug top on and put it into the connection. I must say it was fairly easy to do. I've done this kind of work before, so it's not necessarily too difficult, but if you're confident with the electrical work, it's not an issue. It seems like a good product, I'll give you honest. I will give it definitely an A3J thumbs up. Product looks good. It works as intended. I can't remember now if I got it on sale or not. I possibly did get it on sale, but it was... I hesitate to give you the price because I know some reviews, when you put online, they don't like you putting prices up, because what happens is they'll come back to, if you say, oh, I bought this for $30, and they go to the shop and say, oh, I saw a review, it said $30, and you kind of get them in trouble. So it could be more, it could be less. So I don't really want to give you the price, but it was decent for the price. I'm not gonna think. Don't buy. I would suggest you don't buy anything too cheap, because you find you do pay for what you get for. And if you want to go more, that's obviously better. So I kind of went mid-range. So, all right, so my battery looks like it's going to die, so I'm going to go and get another battery, and then I'm going to show you physically what I did. Okay guys, as you can see, that's the unit, that's the sensor. It doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to go up and show you a bit closer. Okay, so that's the sensor.
And as you can see at the bottom there, that is all the settings. I've put some DAP on the bottom there. Those are the screws, that's the par 38
That captures
bulb.
pretty much all of this area. So let's take you and show you. So I'm going to show you. So this is where, there we go, can you see? So I drilled a hole, and the cables are labelled up or marked up green. Green's green, black to black, white to white. Wing nuts, the white stuff is basically the caulking, and I just put a little bit of tape around there. They're properly secured, it's just to stop any additional water moisture getting in, because I don't know if any water moisture will run down from there. I don't think it has, because this is quite a dry garage. And I've just kind of taped one of those up into there. I run a cable which goes around there, down there, goes around the back of there, and I've just connected it to a plug top. This is a 600 volt rated plug top that stays in there. The black one is for my number light I have out there. And yeah, as you can see, it's not really particularly dark out here, but you see my little lights here, they look cool, don't they? So this, as you can see, that's the light. Okay, it's not really particularly dark, but it's getting there. So I'm going to show you how far I've got to go up there before the light comes on, and I'm going to show you the light pattern. There you go. And see, that's not too bad. Okay, so you can see that's quite a good light pattern. It comes over there, so it works as intended. And in fact, if you see can you see that little light flashing? That's how you can tell when the light is detecting something. But I'm going to show you something else. But that, as you can see, we've got a lot of lighting from there, from the side, from inside. So really, it's not too much. It's just really when it's pitch black. I just want something just to show on here and there at this kind of area. And it kind of protects if you come around this area. Even if you try and sneak in from this area here, you'll see. But when these lights are on, this doesn't actually come on. I'm guessing it's just only 120 watt bulbs. And you can see, maybe you can't see, but it's like a yellowy dim. Whereas I want them more like that. But that's going to be a problem. I don't know, I could take it up to 250 watts, but I think that'll be okay for now. So there you go. That's it. Let's give it some marks. Most reviews have a kind of a marking system. So let's do one on the fly. So product instructions and packaging, definitely an Adrian J. That's thumbs up, perfect, not a problem. I don't think it can be improved upon. The actual product out of the box, using it, any issues, because I've had that when you bought a product and it's a problem. No, Adrian J's thumbs up, as intended. It wasn't, in other words, that didn't go back on the box from someone else, that didn't go back on the shelf from someone else using it, so that's fine, straight out of the box. It was packed properly, no issues. Did it do what it said it was going to do? Yes, Adrian J's thumbs up. It did exactly what it did. Now, long-term longevity of these things is obviously an issue. That's why I waited 3 or 4 days to do a product review for you. I haven't seen any faults in. That's the problem you want. And I've had this with other lights where sometimes during the day you'll see someone's light on and it's permanently on, and it kind of defeats the object of the game. Also pulls a lot of electricity. These being par 38 LEDs, is a misnomer. It's like a 40 watt bulb really, basically. That people may complain about is lights aren't included. It does say on the box, lights not included, and when you open the instructions it has everything. It shows it has this and this, no problem. In a way, there's a number of lights or bulbs you can get. Some people do like to get the thing out
take it, plug it, do it, blah, blah, blah. I find that these products aren't really like that. You need to get an electrician anyway if you're an ordinary Joe Smith to put it up. But yeah, it was no big thing. I went around to, when I bought it when I was in Home Depot, I went around to the lighting department and I made sure they had the Part 38s, because if they didn't, I wouldn't have bought it. So if you are putting these things on shelves, make sure you've got the light for it. The only thing I did find was that they only had the 90-watt bulbs. I did buy 2 of the 90-watt bulbs, but for me it wasn't enough. They only have daylight type bulbs as opposed to, soft white light. It's like a dimmer light rather than daylight bright. That's what I would have preferred. In the end, I had to return it, and because my Home Depot didn't have 90-watt bulbs, I had to get 120s from another place. Right, so that's the end of this review and end of another session with Adrian J. I hope you liked this review. If you stop by my website, if you stop past my YouTube page, click like, smash that like button, and subscribe if you found this helpful. And as always tell you, if you didn't like the review, for whatever reason, you didn't like anything about this review, come and tell me for sure. Let me know. I'm always looking to update and improve my reviews. And if you did like it, go tell someone else. All right. So from yours truly, the Big J and J saying peace out. You see, I'm out. I feel like a teeth night. God bless you.